The Broncos drafted Bradley Chubb, and I got really, really excited because I look at it this way. I looked at it as, the Broncos just got a stable quarterback, Case Keenum. So they have a stable quarterback. Then the Broncos, after drafting Bradley Chubb, have this great defense with a scary pass rush. Von Miller on one side, Bradley Chubb on the other. And I thought that sounded like the Broncos team that won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. I thought, man, that team is incredible. I still had reservations. Like when the Broncos decided to not draft a quarterback, they drafted Bradley Chubb. I was like, they could compete for a Super Bowl, but I still have reservations about Case Keenum. Can Case Keenum win a Super Bowl? He's maybe better than Peyton Manning was, but he's still not Peyton Manning. And when the Denver Broncos drafted Bradley Chubb, I loved it. I felt like when the Denver Broncos drafted Bradley Chubb, that actually got them closer to a Super Bowl. I thought, if you draft Josh Rosen, when you have Case Keenum, it's kind of redundant. You have two quarterbacks when you could have had a really great impact player like Bradley Chubb. Because I thought, Bradley Chubb's a better pick. Bradley Chubb puts you closer to a Super Bowl than drafting a quarterback would have. And I really, really did believe drafting Bradley Chubb put the Denver Broncos closer to a Super Bowl. I did believe that. But, I took a look at Vegas. Because I thought the Broncos drafting Bradley Chubb put them closer to a Super Bowl. Vegas disagreed. The Vegas odds makers placed the Denver Broncos at a really pathetic 7-win total. See, what that tells me is Vegas does not believe in Case Keenum. I thought the Broncos were a borderline playoff team, maybe even a borderline team that could get to a championship game, maybe compete for a Super Bowl. I thought they would lose the Super Bowl, but maybe get to a Super Bowl. Because I didn't believe the Broncos could win a Super Bowl. I've always doubted Case Keenum, but Vegas says the Broncos are only going to win 7 games in the really competitive AFC West. And that makes sense to me. It's a tough division. The AFC West has the Raiders, the Chargers, the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a better roster. All 3 of those teams have better coaches. The Raiders, the Chargers have better quarterbacks. Plus Patrick Mahomes, we don't know. Patrick Mahomes could be better than Case Keenum. We really just aren't sure. And I think I don't know. I really thought that adding a great pass rusher to the Broncos would make them have a better chance at winning the Super Bowl. And it just isn't true. I mean, look at J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt played for the Texans for years, and yet he could not ever win anything by himself. Until J.J. Watt got Deshaun Watson, he wasn't winning a lot of games, even though J.J. Watt was the most dominant, best defensive lineman in all of the NFL. And the truth is, I love Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb's unbelievable. But Bradley Chubb does not apparently get you any closer to winning a Super Bowl. Just ask Vegas, and I trust Vegas. Vegas is rarely wrong. Their job is to be right. Their money depends on it. Because Vegas doesn't believe in the Broncos or Case Keenum. And they're unbiased. They're not emotional. They're not like you and I. I'm emotional. You're emotional. Vegas is not. Vegas is cold and hard like a machine. And I just, I don't know. Vegas has no allegiance, and I believe in Vegas. If Vegas doesn't believe in Case Keenum, why should I? And so I do not believe the Denver Broncos can win a Super Bowl with Case Keenum. I just do not believe they can. Not with their head coach. Not with Case Keenum. And sadly, not even with Bradley Chubb. And I thought Bradley Chubb might be the piece that got them a little bit closer. And Vegas doesn't agree. I trust Vegas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. You can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, also on Google Play. Thank you so much. If you really want to help me grow Strong Opinion Sports, though, tell your friends about the show on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Share this with your friends. Tell the world about Strong Opinion Sports. Subscribe and help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast. Thank you so much.